Morning everybody, amprepairguy.com, 203-892-4119. So we have another Ameritron Al-811h amplifier in for repair. Customer said when he would unkey the amp, sometimes he wouldn't get his receive back. So I confirmed it. One of the relays has a bad contact. So I'm going to replace both relays. I don't ever just replace one, I always replace both. The relays down here. Also needs new SO239 connectors. These ones have no grip whatsoever, so I'll install brand new ones. Very important to have good SO239 connectors, especially for the output one. Grids are not grounded, so I'll remove the whole assembly, add gas discharge tubes, ground the grids right to the metal, remove the metal oxide varistors. I'm going to do the BIOS modification, tighten up on all the hardware, make sure everything's tight. It's getting a brand new set of Pentalabs 572B tubes. Awesome company, awesome customer service. I will not work on one of these unless the person is willing to upgrade. 811 tubes, the older ones were good, but the ones from China just, a lot of times they end up flashing from the plate to the filament and cause all sorts of damage, and it's just not worth the headache. So if you send one in, expect to upgrade to 572s. I'm a Pentalabs distributor, so you get the tubes at the dealer cost. So you save money on the tubes. So I will be back, so stay tuned. 73. Okay, I'm back on the Ameritron Al-811h. So got myself a supply of replacement relays, genuine Potter Brumsfield, made in the USA. Okay, so I've seen people try to replace these relays. They end up damaging the board 9.9 times out of 10. It's a double-sided circuit board, so these aren't easy to remove. So please don't try. So I'm going to go ahead and put those relays in, and then I'll get back on it. I'll ground the grids, add gas discharge tubes, or remove the metal oxide varistor, do the BIOS mod, just everything I normally do. So as I started doing the grid grounding directly to the metal, I drilled the holes. I have one connected so far with one gas discharge tube. I noticed that this filament connection is not soldered. See that right there? It's crimped real well, but not soldered. So mistake that was made when they assembled it. Just wanted to point that out. I always catch little things and correct them. Some of these standoffs were also loose, so snugged them all up. It's really important to have them really tight because that's the grid connection. The grid, goes to the metal, and then it disconnects it back to the chassis for the path back to the plate tune air variable capacitor for the output network. Okay, so see you guys soon. Okay, so I fixed that solder connection. All the grids are connected directly to the metal now. Added the two gas discharge tubes. Compressed the clips a little bit, cleaned them with deoxit gold. This is ready to reinstall. See you soon. Okay, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al-811h. I'll go over everything I did. The BIOS modification, check the meter protection diode, place the SO239 connectors with nice Teflon insulated ones. Put a tab in for the safety choke, remove the grid loading resistors. All the grids are connected directly to the metal now. Here are the old metal oxide varistors. Those were no longer needed. Added the gas discharge tubes right at the sockets. Clean the output rotary switch with deoxit gold, input rotary switch with deoxit gold. Put a longer screw in the plate choke. Replace the relays. It's got a brand new set of Pentalabs 572B tubes. Awesome company, awesome customer service. That's about it. So if you need an amplifier repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. Got two more to do after this. Keep them coming. Once it's done, it's one and done, and should last the rest of your life. As long as you don't overdrive it or do anything with the crazy with the load on the output of it. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. 73.